Hello, Father John Dunn with you on this, the 31st Sunday of the Church's year, and for us in Auckland, yet another week of lockdown. I'm hearing from various directions, everybody's getting very, very tired of this. So all I can do is offer you the love and prayers and encouragement on my own and of the people of both our parishes. Hang in there as best you can. To our young people returning to school to prepare for examinations, special encouragement to you. And to our younger people who would want to get to school, 2 more weeks apparently to wait. The Gospel reading today is beautiful, and if we reflect upon it, it may give us a little bit of encouragement and insight to deal with the stress of living under this pandemic. We need to go back to the beginning. For some unaccountable reason, God chose the Israelites to enter into a relationship of love with them. It was then expressed in what was called a covenant relationship. God says to them, I will be your God and you will be my people. And of course the converse of that is, you will be our God and we will be your people. It is a communitarian response back to love God who loves us first. So as well as that, however, over history, this love was also put down in forms of commandments, and there were over 600 of them at the end of the day. And so the scribe who asked Jesus which one is the first wanted to know a great deal. So Jesus replies with what's called the Shema Israel, this beautiful prayer. Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God is one, and we shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind and all your strength. And this was recited by the Jewish people morning and night. I add, however, that it is always a response to loving God, loving God back, who has loved us first. So in the Gospel today, we have basically 4 loves. Jesus recites that as the first, and then he quotes from the book of Leviticus, for you must love your neighbor as yourself. So the 4 loves, the unconditional and eternal love of God, who has come to us no matter who we are, no matter what we have done, no matter what we will do, and enters into a relationship with us, not on our own, but together with others. We're a covenanted people. We belong deeply to one another, so that there is a unity about it all. Love of God, love of neighbour, love of self can't be separated. Think about it. If you love God and don't love your neighbour, or if you love God and don't love yourself, where are we at? If we love ourselves and not God or our neighbour, where are we at? If we love our neighbour and not God and not ourselves, where are we at? The 3 things form a unity which we all put together to make up our own persons. But it's also true of a family. Family is the school of love. And even in these practical days, the one thing that our young people are picking up is, what does it mean to love in difficult times? Each of us has our role to play there. And I think the point about it also is that no matter what the hardships, the love of God is always there. Perhaps we can pause and maybe even discuss a little bit about this. I'd also add that it is not just personal love, as in I love you, individual to individual, but there's also a social love. For example, if we give something to St. Vincent de Paul, we love that person that St. Vincent de Paul helps, even though we will never see them. There's also a worldwide love, particularly these days for the environment. There's terrible messages about the impending future of our world, and therefore the love which expresses itself in action is a way of loving everybody on this planet. Pope Francis tells us this in Laudato Si. So perhaps a pause this Sunday. We have been loved eternally, totally. Let's love God back by loving God and one another and ourselves. maybe this might be something that will make our Sunday a special day and keep us always in deepest love.